All right, everybody. Here we are with part two of our 2025-2026 Topps basketball flagship set. We have 3 hanger boxes. Again, like I mentioned in the last video, I have not ripped packs. I have not opened a pack of cards in 30 years, maybe more like 31 or 32 years, but it's been a long time. And I just opened the first 2, which are right here. We pulled a Cooper Flagg rookie. We pulled a couple throwbacks, Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal. We got the Diamantes. No autographs yet. So things are looking pretty good right now, okay? And for these being the first 3 packs that I've opened for the first time in 30 years, I'm not mad at it. But here's the question. The question is what to do with these, right? That's the big question. The question is, what should I do? Should I sell these cards? Should I put them in the personal collection? Should I hold on to them? What do y'all think? I'm not really looking to, get in and be a super big collector like I was in the 90s. But I also understand the benefit of, turning around and flipping these cards. So let me know what y'all think I should do. And for those of you who do this all the time on camera, how do y'all do this, man? This is a little strenuous over here. All right, let's go ahead and take out the 59 card pack. And let's see what we get. Let's see what relic and let's see what autograph we get. Right off the top, we got an AJ Green and looks like a Rick Barry throwback. So for all my Warriors fans out here in the Bay Area, in San Jose, maybe y'all are interested in this. Let me know. Again, these packs go for about $12. We'll say $12.99. These were at a local Walmart here in San Jose on the south side. So let's see what we get, y'all. All right, here we go. Pack number 3, hanger. Pack number 3, hanger box. As they say, hangers got bangers. All right, here we go. AJ Green. We'll start off with the green. A Sabonis from the Kings. Miles Turner. Ryan Dunn. Sasser. Devin Booker. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. Yo, his car collection is insane. I know that about him for sure. I know he's a dope player, and his car collection is insane. Ben Simmons. Man, I don't know what to say about this brother right here, dude. Like, real talk, I don't know what to say about him. So much future hype around him when he came into the league. Man, it's a heartbreaking story, really, to be honest with you. Paul George, he's another one. Don't know what to say about that, man. Let's see. Collier, Jalen Wilson, Scoot. That's a dope name. Like, hey, what's your name? My name is Scoot. Scoot Henderson. That is my name. Remember that. Another Shy. All right. 2 packs, and we got 2 Shies. 2 MVP Shies. I'm not mad at that. Let's see. Yep. We got the Kings. Have fun hooping. Well, I hope they have fun doing something. Karl Anthony Towns, another cat. And I want to say that cat came in the same pack as the Shy on the last video. I think it also came with the Kamara and the Brunson. So we're seeing some similarities in these first rips from these 2 packs. We got another Drew. Yeah, I'm seeing some similarities already. A lot of the common cards are, well, at least in these 2 packs, are kind of back to back. Defensive players, Jalen Brown. Who's this? Oh, that's the brother right there, Austin Reeves. AR-15. That's the dude right there, man. Game winner the other night. Star in the making. If he's not a star already, he's a star in the making. At least in my eyes, as a Lakers fan. Not gonna lie. Lillard. Another injury that I hope this amazing player, dynamic player, comes back from fully and quickly. Yeah, those Achilles injuries, I don't know, man. Something's going on with those Achilles injuries for real. Amen Thompson. That's a dope name too. Amen. Nick Smith Jr. We got a Ja, one of the most dynamic players in the NBA. We got a Ja Morant. Again, these are base cards, so to many people it's whatever, but to me it's like, oh, I got a jaw. Again, this is the first time in hella long that I'm opening a pack of cards, so to me all of these are special, for real. All right, here we go. We got the backwards now. Well, forward on that one. Let's see what we got, y'all. Let's see what we have. We have an Andrew Nemhard in the silver. Okay, not mad at that. Look what we got, y'all. We have a Cooper Flagg Clutch City rookie. There it is. 2 Cooper Flaggs. I know there's a lot of hype around him, which is why I'm mentioning him. So 2 Cooper Flaggs in 2 of the 3 hanger boxes. And I've been hearing that these hanger boxes do have some hits. Now, again, I don't know what this is gonna resell for, what the value is of this. But if this is calling your name, let me know. Jimmy Buckets, 8-bit baller. I like these 8-bits, they're dope, I like that. All right, Carter Bryant, Generation Now. I don't know, man. I gotta admit, the San Antonio Spurs are looking tough, dude. My Lakers beat them last night. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of dope. 118 to 116. But yeah, San Antonio's looking tough. All right, we got a power players, Kevin Durant with all the hologram. I like that. Okay, who do we have here? We have a Jeremiah Fears, Clutch City prospect. Look at that hologram. Reflections. I'm liking that. And to continue with the Diamantes, we have Shaz Lanier. Oh no, this ain't the Diamante. This is a throwback silver. The 45-year anniversary. We have the Diamantes, Kasparis, and Jaden McDaniels. So again, if any of these cards are calling your name, let me know. Get at me. It might be yours. Shaq, when he was with Orlando. I like these throwbacks, man. These are dope. Danny Wolf, rookie. Nolan Traore, rookie. Another Yang Hansen, rookie. Okay. Jeremiah Fears, rookie. So we got a base card rookie and we got that special one. Ty Jerome. We have a championship duo leads the Nuggets. So we got a team card there. Clint Capella again. I'm seeing a lot of similarities between these 2 packs. Carter Bryant. Oh, let me bring this down. Carter Bryant, Ben Saraf, Elijah Martin, G.G. Jackson II, and the throwback with Rick Barry. Underhanded free throw grandma shots. The granny basket, the granny shot. Yeah, man. As somebody who watched basketball in the 90s and seeing these throwbacks, I'm feeling this Shaq card right here. 1992, 1993. He played 81 games, dude. That's wild. 81 out of 82 games. He held it down as a rookie. There we go. So, here's the big question. What to do with these cards? Let's go ahead and start sleeving some of these, okay? Like I've mentioned multiple times, this is the first time in 30 years that I'm opening up cards for myself. And it's interesting because the hobby has changed so much in these 30 years. It's grown a lot to the point where I really could not be more honest when I say I'm kind of lost a little bit. And with my collection of mostly junk wax, I know that the value has depreciated immensely since I was collecting. However, I am trying to sell the majority, almost all of what I have. And being at card shows for the last month, here in San Jose has inspired me or motivated me, to say the least, to figure out what to do with my collection. And I've talked to a few collectors, a couple vendors who have been really gracious with some advice and some information. So I really appreciate them. I started this Instagram page strictly for my collection. And over the last week since I started it, it's been receiving a lot of followers, and I've been following people back. So I hope to, build on that community that maybe helps me out and figure out what to do with my collection. And if taking these new ultra modern cards and selling them and flipping them just to create a little bit of cash flow and eventually get back into the hobby with the intent to minimize my collection, which is essentially what I really want to do. Like, I really want to minimize my junk wax collection, and then who knows, get into the game as a flipper with a small PC, small personal collection, to where I could really just enjoy what I've got without feeling like I have way too much that can't really hold value for too long. So let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate any and all advice that is given. All right, so we're gonna sleeve these up right now. And I think to someone like myself who's just getting back into it, seeing these cards for the first time in my hands is kind of nostalgic as well. I'm 46 years old, and the last time I could honestly say that I was looking forward to opening a pack of cards, man, I was 15 years old, 14 years old. So this is cool, man. I don't know what this means in the long run, but for the time being, we'll see what it brings us. My kids necessarily are not really into it yet. Who knows? Maybe they do get into it. Maybe they get bit by the bug as well. I don't know. Maybe the more I do it, the more they get into it. Maybe that's something that they end up pursuing as well for themselves. So who knows? We'll see. We shall see. But as of right now, this is my first reintroduction. And to be honest with you, I selected this set for two reasons. Number one, I know there's a lot of hype around basketball, especially the tops, because it's been so long, right? It's been since 2000, what is it, like 2009, I believe? 2008, since Topps produced basketball. So it's been a long time. And I know they're about to get into football as well. So that's one of the reasons why I selected Topps to be my first reintroduction. But the other reason is I kind of feel like basketball is a little bit easier to maybe get an ROI on the purchases, and then possibly, and I could be wrong, but also the value per dollar per card. I almost feel like with basketball, it's a little bit higher. And now I could be wrong, but the value per dollar per card, I almost feel like it's higher in basketball with these packs. And the volatility with these players is also lower as compared to, say, football, where each week you don't know who's going to be severely injured for the season. you know, seeing what happened with somebody like a Cam Scatterboo, who had a very promising first 4 or 5 games of the season, and now he's out for the remainder of the season with that nasty injury. Same with Fred Warner, who's just a beast, right, on the field. Season-ending injuries, possibly career-threatening injuries, you know? So with basketball, it's not as if it's not a possibility, but I almost feel like you can get further into the season with a lower risk of those injuries just because of the nature of the sport, although there's always a risk, but I feel like that risk is lower. So those are kind of my thoughts as to why I've decided to jump back in with basketball, try my luck, try my hand, and you know, see what we get. So I'm going to continue to sleeve these up and then put a couple of these in some top loaders. And what I'll do is I'll take some video and some photos of these cards that are sleeved and loaded up. And if these are of interest to you, you want to buy these cards, I'm open. I'm open to selling for sure. All right, so send me a message, send me a DM, drop a comment, and thank you for watching. Until next time, peace out.